Hello, everyone on Facebook Live, YouTube.com, Kevin Olenick, Spreaker.com, Kevole, Soundcloud.com, Kevole. Good morning to you, wherever you are, or afternoon, or whenever you're listening. Hope you're having a good day. Before we get into our talk today, I have a couple things I would like to talk about first, so just kind of bear with me here. The first one is, as you know, or may not know, I have a job right now working at Shoppers Drug Mart, and yesterday was my second day there, and on the first day, they reminded us during work you can't, they don't pay you to check your internet or your Facebook and Twitter. And I almost asked, I didn't, but I almost asked, why not? Anyway, the point of all that is when I posted something yesterday that I was very insensitive in that when I heard the story that Richard Branson was going to be on an island with a bunch of people in a wine cellar, the way that I heard the story very quickly, so I was on my break, was just checking quickly, listening to the radio, heard it, and I kind of posted it without checking the facts on that. And on my end, that's very bad. And I would like to start this before we go anywhere for apologizing for that. I know I wrote that on Facebook, but I do want to say it too. I didn't realize what happened to his house. I didn't realize the entire context of the situation. And it's not something that we should be joking about. So I have to take responsibility for that. I took some shots, or not some shots, I took some punches that were well deserved. No one called me any names that I in front of my face that I saw, and so I appreciate that. And I wanted to start by getting that out of the way because to me that's important. And the second side to all of that is the second part of all of that is the positive part. There was a rough part and there's a positive part. Yesterday's Facebook post on the idea of asking the father's permission for hand in marriage for the first time. So I want to say thank you. The first time ever, 500 people actually want, over 500. We're at 538, I think, last I checked as of this recording. So thank you for that. That is a record. So good job to you for watching my videos. So today we're talking about the National Anthem, and it's a big controversy as we hit to the National Football League season. It is a topic that a lot of people will be watching. Of course, last year Colin Kaepernick was during the season. Did not stand for the national anthem during the game, and he, as essentially, he kneeled, he sat, he protested. This was all out of protest of what was some of the stuff that was going on, and there were a lot of people that were very upset at him for doing that. I felt it was very disrespectful, and now he's basically, if you watch any NFL football, he is basically, seems like he's been blackballed from the National Football League because of what he's done. That's a perception a lot of people have. Now, this year, we're actually going to see, we may see more of this. We've already seen a few players do this in the National Football League now. And because of the incident that happened with Michael Bennett and the Seattle Seahawks over a couple weeks ago at the Floyd Mayweather-Conor McGregor fight, there is a possibility that an entire team is not going to stand for the U.S. National Anthem when it's sung. And so a lot of people are watching what these players are going to do, and I wanted to bring this home to you and see what you think. If this was you and you are going to a sporting event, whether that be a hockey game, a football game, baseball, whatever, and it's one of those events where they're asking you to please rise, remove your hats, and sing for our national, in respect for our national anthem. They do it better than I just did there. Would you do that? Or would you kneel or sit in protest? Would you feel that some of the things that are going on in the country and in the States, there's some pretty obvious stuff that people are frustrated about. Charlottesville, what happened in Baltimore last year, which was in part because of why Colin Kaepernick was protesting, a bunch of other situations. Donald Trump, I mentioned the way that some police officers have treated civilians, a situation in Utah with a nurse just simply trying to do her job, and the cops took their liberties for it. But even let's take this to, most of us live in Canada that I've seen have joined on Facebook Live. There's a lot of things that people have done that are questioned. Certainly, Canada's not immune from some of these protests or ideas of protests. You look at the relationship that people see with the Indigenous community. That may frustrate a lot of people. You go back to Canada 150, there were people that actually didn't want to celebrate the 150th anniversary of the Canada's birthday and felt that that wasn't right. And some people also think that the national anthem the idea of singing a national anthem is offensive, actually. I know some religions actually don't stand for the national anthem. I believe that the Jehovah Witnesses are not allowed to stand for the national anthem or don't do it. Someone can correct me there. So what about you? If you are going to these events, are you going to sit for the national anthem, or would you stand for the national anthem because of what it means and standing for your country and standing in pride for the freedoms that we have to either stand, sit, kneel, or post a Facebook video discussing standing, sitting, and kneeling for the national anthem? So you can comment on Facebook Live here on the video as we're watching. YouTube.com, Kevin Olenick. Spreaker.com, Kevole, Soundcloud.com, Kevole, and there will be a Twitter on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at Kevole. Some quick comments. Leah asks when you will see me. Is this not seeing me? That's not funny. Hopefully we'll visit soon, Leah. Hi, Leah. William, I like the Whalers jersey. Thank you. It's a classic jersey. I have a couple of these old school shirts. I like the old school t-shirts. But that's what we are talking about today. Out of respect, you would sit for the national anthem. Thanks very much for joining, and we will talk to you all soon. Have a great day.